Hey, it's Rhonda. I'm back again, and hopefully this is the last of the videos of the mystery box opening that I'm doing. Bought this lot of items. I've had, I think three. I think this is the third video, if I remember right. I bought it all for $100 for the entire lot, and I bought it after seeing a few things in there that I thought would get my money back, and I knew there would be other smalls in there because of the type of things that were in there. We found some pretty good items in the first two videos, so I hope that we find some in this one too. I'm going to try and fly through it as much as possible. It's a lot of pieces, so I may not show everything, but you'll get the gist of the kind of things that I purchased. I'm really excited to be able to get these up on eBay soon. So without further ado, here we go. Now, the first is a little picture, and I'll have to wear my readers some, like I said in my other video, because some of this stuff I can't read. Little girl and boy, you know, in the bathroom. So we probably won't sell something like that. That's not my style. Let's see what else we've got. This one is Lane Bryant, but it's one of the old Lane Bryant. I don't know how old that company is. I'll have to look it up and see. I'm not quite sure. But it's got the reorder card, I guess is what this is. Or to get the catalog or whatever. These will sell and these will sell, or I can cut these up and use the pictures in the junk journals like I've been talking about. So it's got some really neat stuff in it, I am quite sure. Let's see, I'm going to have to throw around some of this stuff, so forgive me for the noise. Got lots of items. This item, the seller, the person that sold this to me, was really excited about this item. Yes, this is something that commonly will sell. I sell in my estates. It's one of the old Western Bell type telephones, the rotary, of course, for those of you that don't know what a rotary phone is. Got a lot of young viewers out there, and they're just now learning about these things. Very heavy. These things usually weigh about 10 pounds, like a bowling ball, a small bowling ball. It does have a piece broken off up here. This is Bakelite that's on the outside. But usually these don't sell for as much as he thought that they might. Normally under normal conditions with it in good shape, and you can test the landline and know that something like this works, you might get upwards of $45 to $60 for that. But commonly these are sold for around $15, so it's not going to be very much. It will be used probably. I'll try and sell it probably here locally because a lot of playhouses and things like that use it for a prop. So I will try and do that. Okay, looks like we've got some Coke items. Coca-Cola. And like I said, I won't necessarily show you all of that because we're kind of short on time. Leather wallet. This is Coca-Cola on the bottom. Always check for money. No money. But you never know. Got things like playing cards. Keychain. This is an older cap. You see that it's embossed here on the bottom. This is actually embroidered here, and brand is Legend, so it's definitely vintage, which I already knew, but that tells you that. Things like postcards. Coca-Cola postcards. Got some playing cards. These are things that, if it's there and it's worthy of a single listing on eBay, I'll do that. But other than that, I'll just put it in my junk journal lots or my mixed junk lots. Looks like there's some things like memorabilia, pins, things like that. I may do several of these things, but I'll pull up things that I can sell individually, like I said, either on eBay or I do some on Etsy. I'll probably start listing a few more things on Etsy. I don't mind cross-listing, and I have used a program called List Perfectly in the past where you can put one listing on eBay, and then you can choose the other platforms that it goes on. And I think they've added several since I was on there. I know that they've added Facebook Marketplace, they've added Shopify. There's some others, if you were doing clothing, they've added Poshmark and all the different things like that. But you can list it one time on there, and then there's a way that it transfers to the other sites, and you can cross post like that. The only difficulty with something like that is as soon as it sells on eBay, I would have to go in there and I would have to remove it from these other platforms, which I can do. It's limited to however many I want to put it on. So if I just wanted to put it on Etsy, I'd know to go into Etsy and take it off of there if it was something that I knew had been cross-posted there, and there's a way that you can kind of put into your notes section on eBay that it's been cross-posted onto Etsy. That's the only difficulty, is the difficulty of, like, you would overbook on an airline, and sell the seat twice. Well, you can sell something like this twice. In that event, if anything like that did happen and you had cross-posted something and you are on eBay as a site, as one of your platforms, I would suggest that you sell it on eBay, even if it sells for less on eBay. If you've listed it for more on Etsy, and cancel your order on the other. That's not the ideal, but eBay is not as forgiving as some of these other sites, and so I would definitely keep my sales and my listing on eBay. That would be my primary. All right, this. Let's see if I can get him to open. See, it's got the little dancing bear inside. Other pencils, doodads, bottle opener. Oh, it goes that way, right? No, this way. Bottle opener there. So those type things, just little smalls, which is what I love to deal with. I like to sell the things that I can throw into a little padded mailer of some sort, or I buy a lot of the jewelry boxes to put in all different sizes, small, medium, and large, and then I've got some that are odd shaped that I put things like that in, like if I have like a little Coke bottle, one of the little decorative, I'll throw it in a box and then put it in a padded mailer of some sort, because the label wouldn't go on the other box very well, and it would be a lot more expensive to put it in a second box. So, that's usually how I do those. Got several books, it looks like, so we'll just fly through these, and I'm sorry if you can't see them very well. I'm not going to take a bunch of this stuff out of the package. Now, some I might, but not everything. This is the record and book. It's The Hobbit. It does have the record inside. Looks like it's in good shape. We'll see what it sells for. Otherwise, we'll cut it up. Let's see. Find the best place to toss all of this stuff. I'm starting to feel like a hobbit myself over here in this little hole. All right. Storybook of Oil. Pretty pictures inside. See if we can find something that has a little more color. There we go. Oil derricks. Again, this is one that I can sell the cover, I can sell the cut up inside, or I can sell it as a whole product. So I'll see how it would sell the best and for the most money. This one here, this is Daddy Takes Us Hunting Flowers. Love these type of books with the plates in the front like that. For instance, this one, copyright. Cheaters. 1914. And let's see. Daddy Takes Us Hunting Flowers. It's the next to the last one, so this is probably, one of the last 2 or 3 in this series or whatever. There might have been a couple others after that, but it's several of them. Sears and Roebuck. This is just a little consumer guide. Sometimes they have pictures in here that I would use in the junk journals and so forth. So here's those. We've got This looks like a little pack of several different types of tobacco product type things. Smoking, smoke a pipe and like it, how to take care of your pipe. Little booklet. The Ronson flints. Of course, everything needs to be cleaned up. This is nasty. It's going to get all my stuff nasty, probably. I may have to take a moment and wipe this off, but there's that. I used to own a cleaning business. I'm kind of a stickler for that kind of stuff, but you know, it is what it is. But that's why they had it in this bag. I broke up their planning, didn't I? One step at a time, quit smoking guide type things. All of this kind of stuff sells. It'll sell as soon as I put it up. I sell a lot of the, of course, the lighters and things like that, but I sell a lot specifically of Joe Camel and some of the Marlboro type things, whether it's an ad out of a magazine. It's just like I've mentioned in the other, we're going to clean up while we're talking. I mentioned in some of the other videos that I will not sell erotica, but I will take the ads out of any of the Playboy magazines that I come across. If there's things that are in lots of magazines that I buy, instead of tossing the whole thing, I will take magazine ads out of there. They put things in there, of course, that men would be interested in if it's Playboy. And they have like the Marlboro Man, and of course, they don't have those in magazines any longer. And you would have things in there like Florsheim shoe ads and the different types of what's the name of it? Aramis cologne, things like that along those lines. And those are going to be things that sell. Stetson is very high in there, and I've sold several of those ads that had like John Wayne in it, a celebrity in it or whatever. So I do pull all of those out in any of the sports ads or anything like that, and then I just toss the rest of it. Shred it and toss it. I'm everybody's mama. All right. I think that got that clean for the moment anyway. All right. This one's pretty. We'll take them out. I've sold some of these before that are similar to this. This is the Ruth Newton's Chubby Cubs Peter Rabbit. Beautiful, beautiful pictures of these. And again, I'll try and sell it as a standalone. And if that doesn't do it, then I'll probably cut it up, actually, and try and sell it. A lot of times I'll take the pictures out and then I will cut any of the, which sounds kind of goofy. Instead of cutting the whole picture and just selling the picture or whatever, I'll cut things out of the picture and then I'll cut different words or phrases or something like that out of there, and you'd be surprised. It's funny. You have to teach people how to treat you, as Dr. Phil says. Well, you do that when you're a seller too. You teach people what they want to buy. If you can give them history on something, they're more apt to buy it. If you can show them how it can be used in ways that are non-traditional, that's going to be something that's going to end up selling pretty well. All right, this one is Childcraft Art Book. The front cover is coming off. It's got nice graphics on that. Lots of things. Let me see if I can just turn. On how to draw things. It's got some art paper in here. It's got some drawings. These are printed drawings and things. This might be something I cut up. I don't know. We'll just see. This is Thompson's Pennsylvania Rifle Battalion, 1775. Now this is I can't tell under glass. I'll have to look at it closely or whatever to see if it appears to be a print, but it could be a lithograph. The way that it's done on the back, it's possible for it to be either one. It's got the musket man and the rifle man there. I love this. Isn't that dreamy? I love that. Men's men. Where did those men go? All right, let's see. Oh, wow. Look at this. Now, this is nifty. Okay. This, I'm going to have to research a little bit. This, yeah, I'm going to have to research this one a little bit. This is Jail on Wheels registered, and it's got a lot of the African American men in uniform. That is terrific. Look at that. Awesome. I'm trying to see if I can tell where this is. It's got room and board behind them. A dentist office of some sort. I don't know. We'll have to see. You can see the men in the train back here too. See, I just love stuff like this. I love saving things like this. But this is an actual photograph. It's a linen. It's a piece of linen. It appears to be. So I'm going to have to look at that. This is the Sheriff's Association. So, yeah, that right there might be a real winner. So we'll look that up. We'll see if we can find anything about that. Don't know about it. Love to learn. That's the thing I do on my Facebook every day. What I learned today. I have people joke with me about it, but I do. I learn something every day, you know, and I think it's actually a attribute of mine to look back and see what I actually did learn that day. I may have relearned something again, but for the most part, I learn something brand new every day, and it's like something to put into my daily life, you know. So these are super cool. Little cap guns. These are some nice ones. Okay. Very cool. I didn't know those were in there. This one's marked Texas. We'll just have to see where they belong, where they came from, where they usually were sold. This one, does it have a name? It's got some kind of name. Let's see what this one is. We can see. That one's a Hubley. Okay, Hubley did a lot of different types of toys, like the little cars, little die-cast cars and things like that. Of course, that's what these are. So I've got 4 of those. One itty bitty holster. That's cool. I didn't know those were in there. Surprise! Mystery box. Alright, Ken might look those up too. See what those are going for. Okay, I've got several of these. These are the souvenir bats. A lot of these are high dollar, so I never disregard these. This one's the Louisville Slugger, Walnut Grove Road here. This is from Dowdle and Sons. Is it Dowdle and Sons? Something like that. Anyway, they were around. This one's from Mata Hotel. Is it Memphis? Yeah, Airport East. Likely. This one, the Memphis Chicks. Look at that. Super cool. I say that a lot, don't I? It's because it is. Alright, this has a .org on it, so that's a museum piece. And then this one's the Redbirds. He's in some used rough shape, but it does have the Memphis Redbirds on there. That's super. Okay, so we got 5 of those. Have a Happy Sandwich craft singles. You'd be surprised. This will sell. And it's full of stuff that will probably sell. Okay, it looks like a lot of tokens and maybe chips, poker chips, and so forth. I won't show you all of them, but we've got things like roulette chips, See if I can cut down a little bit of the glare. We've changed times of the day. All right. Fitzgerald Tunica. Splash, no longer with us. All right. So let's get rid of those. Now, we into the real thing here now. Uh-oh. We're into, who are you? Gold Strike. $1. $5. Fitzgerald's. Alright, so we got 7 more in here, all different ones. A couple more dollar ones. One from the Golden Nugget. This one's from Robinsonville down here, Tunica. And this one looks like Paradise Island Casino. Is that here? I don't remember what was here. Don't know where that one was. I have to look it up. We've got a miniature pool set. And looks like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, $15. This one, oh, how sweet is this? Let's open this. Okay, we're at 21 minutes. This is going to be a longer video because we want to get done today. Chicken Little. Pretty, pretty. These are the things that I love to find. All the little sweet books. I read them. I had them read to me. I read them to my children. I read them to my grandchildren. A lot of times I'll get things like this and I'll read it to my grandkids first and then sell it. I know I gotta turn this heater off though. It's gotten hot in here. I work in a garage, but all of my junk that's all around me, put me in this hobbit hole, keeps me nice and warm. And it keeps me cool during the summer. It's an ideal place to work. Okay, what else do we have? We have Washington, Webster, and Lincoln. Okay. This is the farewell address. What else do we have in here? Bunker Hill Monument, Character of Washington. Cool little book. It's in kind of rough shape, but you know, those are things that do sell. There are collectors out there for this. It's a long tail sale. It'll take a while. Got a bag of wooden blocks. Sell these all the time. Anytime I even see 1 or 2 in the bin store or something like that, they'll charge me, you know, a lot of times they'll just throw it in there with some other stuff, but they won't charge me over 15 cents a piece for it. And then a lot of times people will buy these and they will make signs out of them, you know, for a baby's nursery or something like that. So look like that. And don't know what belongs with this. It's probably part of a toy of some sort. Let's see. Wooden checkers. Wow, look at this. The top. You know, where you pull the string. This way, I guess. Got some extra string. Safety coats. Any of the wooden ones. I mentioned that in another video. I had a single, little small one. Those will sell to people. They do things and make decor items for the wall and stuff like that in the sewing room. Those to the side. We'll put those in a minute. Oh my goodness. Deep box. I'm still here. Okay. These usually will be like a little souvenir piece, and it'll have the like Brunswick lanes or something like that on it. This particular one does not. So it will probably go in a junk drawer lot of some sort. This is a pill box. If we can get it open, let's see. Without breaking that nail that we don't want to break. A pill box. It's got the little enamel top on it. Oh, I hear my baby screaming again. She mad. Made in Japan, so it's older. This is a made in USA wooden ruler. I'll probably put that in a junk drawer lot because I've got plenty. Alright, let's look at these, and then it looks like we have a box of ephemera, and I'll show you a little bit of that. I've got several felt buckles. It's not all ephemera, some of it is. I was going to say, I've got some jewelry in there somewhere. This one, rodeo. I'm just doing funny things. I'm loading another one of the videos onto YouTube, and I bet you it just uploaded because it kind of stopped for a minute. All right, let's see. This one has got the hunter and dog. A lot of these are the, what company is it called? Siskiyou, I think is how you say that, or Siskiyou, or however you say it. A lot of those sell, but all of these look vintage. None of them are marked, so it might not be quite as old. Oh, this one's neat. It's got a number on the back, but no company that I see. It's a, what would that be? A panther with a head like that? I don't know my wildlife because I don't have to know. That's why we have Discovery Channel. Okay, what else do we have? Jewelry. Okay, I'm not going to necessarily show you all of these. Just take it that it's a bag full of stuff. But representative of what's in here is like a Hamilton watch. These are the things that I saw that made me decide, yes, I will buy. This one is marked Hamilton. It's in its original presentation box. There are pieces of some of them, like some of these, that I've got a lady that buys steampunk stuff from me. I've got 1, 2, let's see how many we end up with, 3, 4. Not that one. I have at least 5 Mickey Mouse watches. Is Mickey upside down on that one? Yes, it is. Oh, Marjorie's up there just wailing. I know you can't hear her, but she is like not happy. I'm gonna be very quiet and stay down here. This one I like. Steamboat Willie. He cool. Now, this is a wind watch. I thought it was quartz, but this one's a wind watch. This is actually for the, I think it was 75th, 50th, whatever, anniversary, maybe 75th. Yeah, 75th. Alright, that's what those are. And then have some just basic watches along those lines. Got several of the railroad style watches and or stopwatches and or pocket watches. Now, let's see if we can do this without too much glare. I don't know whether that's going to happen or not because of the filming. I'm doing it on my webcam, but anyway. Lots of these pieces. Then we have just watch pieces, you know, that are in here. We've got ones that'll open that's just the case. I do want to look at all of these to make sure that there's no gold or anything like that. No gold or anything along those lines. Pieces of the watch can be gold without the entire watch being gold, so you do have to kind of keep an eye on that. Let's see what this one is. Yeah. This is a pretty little piece. It's a Waltham. Let's see, that's pretty. Female would wear that. Got watch chains. That we'll check out and make sure of. We've got another little ladies' watch. This one. What brand is this? Don't lose my thing here. That one's a Sheffield. So, anyway, still got a lot of stuff in there. A couple of, this one right here is a railroad watch. Okay, I think that one is Biltmore. So there's some pretty decent pieces in there. I was looking at that and I thought, yeah, I'll probably get my $100 out of that. Ish. Between that and Mickey. Probably could. I'm going to get, I don't have one right now because I haven't really had use of it. I would sell random watches and I would sell them as is. But you can sell them a bit more if you want to put a battery in it, make sure that it's running, take a little video, and put that video clip in your description underneath any of your eBay listings or anything. You can usually end up selling that without a battery in it. So I'm going to get me a little kit. Get me a little, can you tell I'm from the South? Get a kit and watchmaker's kit and be able to open those up and get a variety of different watch batteries and things like that. And my mother will be happy because I can put her watch batteries in for her. So. All right, now there may be some random hard good stuff in here, but I think most of this is going to be some more ephemera. I'm just going to show you in general. We've got lots of things like postcards and brochures, this type of stuff. Sales. All right, this is Linden Circle. Call of the Savage. See this big show, Dick Powell, Laurel and Hardy. Tickets. Then it's also got the Linden Circle here. What company's that? Samuel the Temple Boy. Bible books for small people. Things like vintage cards. People love stuff like this. They like to frame it. They like to journal with it, like I said. Let's see. I have to make sure that I'm not showing something a little risque. Just married. Blah, blah, blah. Funny. Some of these are going to have like the black Americana because of the age of these or whatever. That's something that eBay frowns on right now. And these are the chrome color. According to me, these are part of our history. I don't necessarily like that part of our history, but I do appreciate the lessons that we've learned from that part of history. And so I do sell those, but I do that normally privately to people that want something like that. I do collect the mammy dolls myself. I was raised by a black mammy, and she was a very important part of my family. So I do that kind of in honor of her. And so there are people like me that respect that part of our history and don't want to preserve the bad parts of it. We want to preserve the good parts of it and what we've learned as far as lessons are concerned. So I do have other people that I sell those things to, but I don't commonly sell them online or anything. There's plenty of stuff out there to sell. More of the linen postcards, Cripple Creek short line, little maps and things like that, guide to planting. And see, these are so easy to list. Take a picture, take a picture. If it has a date on it, you open it up, take a picture of the date, this page, and maybe one other inside, and you're done. Just snap, 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 snap. And that goes in. I have some chipboard. I use like cardboard chipboard, and I put around that, slide it down in an envelope, and it's ready to go. As eBay gets smarter and smarter, they let us send more and more things. I mentioned it in the last video, I think it was, that we're going to be able to start mailing out certain postcards and trading cards. They have to be under a certain amount of money. What difference does it make? But anyway, a certain amount of money, you know, to be able to be sent first class, I guess. So this right here is a Bulldog handy calculator. Calculator? Yeah, calculator. I don't know why that didn't sound right. It didn't. Lots of cards again. A bunch of cards in here. Packs of cards. Got things like how to start getting rich. I want to read that right. I am rich. Not necessarily financially, but I am rich. What else do we have in here? Oh, this is pretty. I love this. I don't remember seeing this. If I did, I've forgotten it. Teeny wee. Beautiful, beautiful little book. Probably doesn't have, yeah, it doesn't have color pages in it. Now this again, yeah, it's got a few plates like this. This again is going to be something I'll try and sell just like this if it's worth doing this. Otherwise, I'm going to cut it up and end up selling it. I'm looking into this year, selling some of the digital photos. If it's things that's in public domain, I can sell these all day long. So I can find the original like this and then sell the copies of any of that. So on some of these, I might even branch out just a little bit and do that. I just haven't. You know, you can only do so much. And I like to go and get my nails did every once in a while, my hair did every once in a while, and lay on the beach sometimes, and all that kind of stuff. So I need a lot of Rhonda time. I am not high maintenance, but when I am doing something like that, I'm taking care of myself. So, Daisy air guns, shooting for safety, retirement information. What does it say? Eyes, ears, and the feet. Oh, this is the Brotherhood of the Trade Unions. That's trade union information. Handwriting. So those kind of things are really cool. Let's see if we can find something interesting. We're up to 38 minutes, so let's see what we can find very quickly. We've got shot glass. Appears to be a shot glass. Although that's a little large. Might be medicinal. We'll look that up. Oh, I love this. Memphis Street Railway Company instruction book, electrical and air brake equipment of cars. This is the property of the Memphis Street Railway Corporation. Not more in my property. Okay. Lots of cool little things in there, so I may look through that and see. I want to be a choo-choo person. More random cards like this. That's blocked. Beautiful, beautiful little graphics. Oh, love this. Look at this. This is fun. It's the Boy Scouts. Look at that. Love all our little Boy Scouts. It's got all the knots in it. Look at that. How super is that? I was not in scouting, but I had a lot of friends that were. And you know, you can almost tell the boys that were raised through at least Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, and Boy Scouts, and you can really tell the ones that went through Eagle. That's a neat little piece right there. Okay, things like Graceland. I like Graceland. Goodyear type things, car guides. Let's see. Weird stuff. Heel plates. Copper heel plates. Rubber stamp works. Advanced rubber stamp works. Promo piece. What's this one? Expanded payment table for monthly mortgage loans, showing monthly payment required to amortize a loan in a given number of years. Google. This is depression glass. What's this one called? Oh, is that sandwich? No, that's not right. Cube something, whatever. Don't know all my glass. Don't need to go. Don't need to know. 10 types. Is that Jesse James? No. I wish. Arkansas Quarry, Hot Springs. This is a railroad track. Don't know if you can tell that or not, but it's paperweight. Another 10 type, very faded, but we'll see who that is. That's probably Frank and Jesse. Let's see, more postcards. Let me dig through for a minute. I'll be right back. Cub Scout stuff, more Cub Scout stuff, and more. And it looks like a lot of postcards, mixed cards. I'll have to look through those. Little Easter cards, things like that along those lines. Sponge from Esso. Another whistle. This one is AF of L, Memphis Building Trades, 1957 button. Sorry, I'm not going to take it out of there. You just have to take my word for it. What else do we have? Several newspapers down in here that are probably not going to be worth anything from the looks of it. It looked like it was mostly just kind of thrown in the bottom there. Certain stories pulled out. Lots and lots, just gobs of postcards. All kinds of postcards down in here. And Christmas tags. And we'll just end it on these 3 cards right here. Got Christmas Eve. He's flocked. Made in USA. Ho, ho, ho. Hope you're better, and you'll soon know. How it feels to be up on your toes again and kicking up your heels. Yeah, this is supposed to kick up his heel, but he's kicked one too many times. And then last but not least, Too Proud for Words, first prize. Lucky baby. Congratulations card. So how do you think I did? Do I get congratulations? I think I did okay. We'll see. I'll look up some of this little small stuff from this lot and see if there's anything in there that is kind of stellar, and I'll add it to the end of the video. So I appreciate you joining me for the mystery box unveiling. It all of them were long. Two of them were really long, and then one was kind of medium. So I appreciate you hanging in there with me. But it shows you the type of things that I can buy for $100 or less. I went on and paid him that because of the watches that were in there. That was the main reason that I looked at those, the watches and a couple of the other little small items, metal items that were in there. If I go and I'm going to purchase just in box lots like that, I don't do a lot of digging because the more that you dig, the more that they end up, getting attached to something sometimes. So I have to figure that they've been through it, they don't want it, and this guy wouldn't have done that. But it's quite often that you'll go even to a yard sale or something like that and just say, how much do you want for the whole box? If you see 5 or 6 items in there that you're interested in, get you a price point in your mind and go below that and then let them make the first price. It's pretty often that somebody will say, well, what are you willing to pay for it? And I have a standard line, and I do smile when I say it, but I stick to it pretty firm. I go in for the most part and I'll say, well, I can't buy it and sell it. So, I have to make them understand that, I don't want to offend or anything like that. And they'll say, oh, you want to offend me? And it's like, well, yeah, sometimes it will because you don't realize what the market is out there for certain things. And I try to be very fair with people. If I go into a situation, for instance, if an elderly lady is cleaning out her husband's things and she really doesn't know what's in there. Now, I found, like in this lot, I found a 10 carat little service pen. I didn't know that was in there. This guy, it wouldn't make any difference if I went back to him, and he'll probably see this video because he's a Facebook friend. But on something like that, if there's a little lady that's got things in there and she's got 22 karat gold pieces in there and she's putting 50 cents on them or something, I'm going to tell her, ma'am, you really, this is real gold and you probably want to take it down to the jeweler. I just figure it all comes around, and I want somebody to be that person to me. If there was something that I missed, I'm an estate liquidator. This is what I do. This is what I have done for many years. But not everybody has the advantage of knowing what different products are. And there's times that I miss things, that I won't know what something is. I've probably held up several things. I did some second guessing on the second video. I thought, oh no, that's so and so, or whatever. It's something that I hadn't been, involved with or whatever, or didn't have any real recall for. But I figured that it's my job as an estate liquidator to primarily give people information first. And even if I'm going to be the buyer on that, I'll tell them. I'll say, look, I can't buy it for that, but you can probably get a lot more money. And a whole lot of the time, they'll come back and just say, well, I don't want that much money for it. It would be helpful to me or whatever, but I want to go on and just sell all of it. What do you think is a fair price for us? And then I will negotiate a little bit with somebody and just say, well, normally this is what it would retail for. This is what I can buy it for to be able to retail it for that. And usually we'll come to an understanding on something like that. So that being said, if you treat people in the right kind of way, then it'll all come back to you. And I've seen that happen many times in my life, and I'm very appreciative of people that have taken care of me in that way as well. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate all of the subscribers. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you just randomly came across me or you saw me on my Facebook page or something like that, if you will, just look in the box below and you will see a place where you can hit a subscribe button, and to the right of it there is a little bell there. If you have email connected to your YouTube and all of that, then it will send a notification. Every time that I upload a video, it will send a notification to your email address. So that way you can join me each time and not miss any information. Hopefully I will get some more of these buys like this. I've got a whole lot of stuff here that I'm listing, and I may just randomly put out some videos of listing days that I've had, or like when I buy things on auction, a lot of times I'll buy those things online, and I'll know what's in those. I'll buy a boxed lot or something like that, and I'll know what's on there so I can show you just in this same kind of manner, what I ended up purchasing. So I look forward to the videos in the future and hope that you do too. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it, and I hope everybody is staying safe and warm wherever you are because it's really cold across most of our country right now, but hopefully we're coming out of it this next week down here in the South. I'll see you soon. Happy junking.